Is a lesson too, because you can't let the streets beat you. Well, a picture can express 1,000 words to describe all the beauty of life you give. And if the world was yours to do over, I know you'd paint a better place to live, where the colors would swirl and the boys and girls can grow in peace and harmony, and where murals stand on walls so grand as far as the eye are able to see. I never knew art till I saw your face, and there'll never be one to take your place. Cause each and every time you touch a spray paint can, Michelangelo's soul controls your hands. Then serenades of blue and red, and the beauty of the rainbow fills your head. Crescendo colors playing tune, man, why oh why did you have to die so soon? Say it 1, 2, 3, 4. Just let me know what you came here for, and just clap your hands, everybody, and let me know that I'm not alone. And if you knew my man when he was alive, scream it out and say, Ramon, Ramon. The ashes and dust to dust, where the good die young is all thy must. Cause that life must live, death must die, and the tears shall fall from the living eye. Tell me who's gonna dream the impossible dream of the beautiful cities and the islands' dreams, when your works of art brought into being all that the ghetto stopped you from seeing. Still life urban masterpiece, your trademark was written on chains and walls. $1 million gift only God released, and yet you got killed for nothing at all. So after this there'll be no more hard times, no more bad times, and no more pain, no more chump change, none of that bull, just movies, museums, in the Hall of Fame. So all you hip-hops, get on up and let's take it to the top where we belong. Cause the age of the Beat Street wave is here. Everybody let's sing along. Now come on and say ho, say ho. And to let me know I'm rocking the microphone, everybody say Ramon. Birds in the sand, and the headlines say man destroys man. Extra, extra, read all the bad news on the war of peace that everybody will lose. The rise and fall, the last great empire, the sound of the whole world caught on fire. The ruthless struggle, the desperate gamble, the game that left the whole world in shambles. The cheats, the lies, the alibis, and the foolish attempt to conquer the skies. Lost in space, and what is it worth? The president just forgot about Earth, spending all time being, and maybe even trillions. The cost of weapons ran in zillions. There's gold in the street, and there's diamond under feet, and the children in Africa don't even eat. Flies on the faces, they're living like mice, and the houses even make the ghetto look nice. The water tastes funny, it's forever too sunny, and they work all night and don't make no money. A fight for power, a nuclear shower of people shout out in the darkest hour. The sights unseen and voices unheard, and finally the bomb gets the last word. Christian killed Muslims and German killed Jews, and everybody's bodies are used and abused. Minds are poisoned and souls are polluted. Superiority complexes disputed. Allegiance and license, and people got prices. Egomaniacs control the self-righteous. Nothing is sacred and nothing is pure, so the revelation of death is our cure. Dachau, Auschwitz, Hiroshima, Vietnam, Leningrad, Iwo Jima, Okinawa, Korea, the Philippines. Devastation, death, can't the killer machine. The people's in terror, the leaders made an error, and now they can't even look in the mirror. Cause we gotta suffer while things get rougher, and that's the reason why we got to get tougher. So learn from the past and work for the future, and don't be a slave to no computer. Cause the children of man inherits the land, and the future of the world is in your hands. So just throw your hands in the air and wave them like you just don't care. And if you believe that you're the future, scream it out and say, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah.
Guy Davis, welcome to the RMN Podcast. absolute pleasure to have you online and a pleasure to have you on the RMN podcast. I would love to start. To me, I was introduced to you as quite a young kid, very inspirational young kid. And the big thing that got me, first of all, might surprise you because I'm wearing a Beat Street t-shirt, as you can see here. On top of that, along comes a movie and it's Beat Street. And this is the thing now. Beat Street was an incredible project because it was, it really changed the landscape of probably America, but definitely the UK, in as much as all the kids went on the streets and started breakdancing. There was a huge culture in the beginnings of really, okay, the hip hop was slightly before Beat Street, but really hip hop and rap music and everything started to become more popular because of Beat Street. And of course, you were the leading role in Beat Street. You were the guy in Beat Street. So how did that all come about? What happened?
Well, I was very much an actor at that time and not a Bronx DJ musician. I auditioned for the folks at Orion Pictures who produced Beat Street, Harry Belafonte being the personage of the producers. And I went through several auditions. I had a beard at the time because I was doing a little Shakespeare part in a small theater in New York City, making just about no money. And I certainly didn't expect to get the role in Beat Street, so I didn't bother to shave. I just showed up. And they called me back 2 more times. I still had the beard on. And then they let me know that I was in the finals. And they asked, would I be willing to shave my beard? Well, I figured, okay, since I'm in the finals, but maybe when I come back, I'll probably have to glue something on my face. Well, doggone it, I made it through that last audition. I met some of the fellows who were going to be with me, and they told us that Ray Dawn Chung was going to be the young lady in this movie. Oh, man, we rolled on the floor. We were so happy to hear that.
I bet. That was my next question. I was going to say, why? How could you be in a starring role with Ray Dawn Chung and not marry her at the end of it? I mean, come on.
Well, she's got a lot to say about that. I think she had other things in mind than being married to me or to anybody at that time. But it just let me know the day she showed up on the set that, man, I think this is important. We better do some good work here.
Yeah. So God. Did you know at that time that it was going to have a cultural change or did you just see it as a part in a film or did you actually get the vibe? No, this is really important. This is something else.
Here's what I got. As an actor, it was just a part in a film. I did not know that it was going to have cultural significance, being one of the first 3 breakdance movies released. I didn't have that kind of vision. Now, Harry Belafonte, the producer, he may have had that kind of vision, but he was just more on the set, keeping things going, keeping people motivated. And I was just being amazed at all what you can do in a film. You get to do this in that scene. You get to do that and drive a fast car and kiss a girl and stuff like that. But no, I did not have enough vision to know that this movie was going to have any sort of landmark status.
I mean, what was amazing also about the movie was you had a lot of careers were launched on the back of that movie because, I mean, apart from just the acting side, musically, you had people in it like Dougie Fresh, for example. It was his first role, and there was obviously
Cool Modi.
Yeah, exactly, Cool Modi, and so on and so forth. So I mean, but it was incredible in the respect because it also launched serious graffiti in a sense as well, because it was a big focus on the graffiti side. You know, I would say almost made graffiti cool in a way. I'm talking about good art. It made it kind of cool in a way, and that became part of the thing as well. So it was really interesting to see all of this. You know, here's a dance culture, here's a musical genre, here's a new artistry of spray painting and creating thing, and also your part in the film was very much a more serious music role from what the street kids were doing as well. So it was an incredible platform, really, wasn't it, for one film?
Oh gosh, yes it was, man. But still, I think it was like more than I deserved. I had been going around to theaters in New York, in Harlem, New York in particular, not making much money, but I knew the people who were in the industry. They knew me. I've gone on commercial auditions with people like Wesley Snipes and Giancarlo Esposito. I knew these guys, but I just knew them as friends. Lawrence Fishburne comes to my birthday party. Spike Lee, you know. But yes, it put me in a place where I could maybe get some things done, and I did discover greater parts of another path to my artistry having to do with writing, which is actually what I'm doing now in my life, a lot of writing. So yes, that movie launched me in a few ways, a few different ways.